December 2nd, 2025. I don't know how many of you guys feel this way that I feel. I feel like I read energy. So if you are in a room with me and you have good energy, I feel like I can read it. And if you are in a room with me and you have like bad energy, I feel like I can read it. So let me wind the clocks back to tell you guys why I'm saying this. So I woke up this morning. Everything was fine on the outside. My wife is doing great. My kids are doing amazing. I work in a very good company, great benefits, great perks, health insurance. I mean, if you have health insurance in America today, you're one of the privileged few, because health insurance is insane. All right. So everything is fine, but something was just off. Something was just off. I just couldn't place it. And so I told my wife, look, I just don't feel good about something today. I had no clue what it was. And of course, I just, took it in good faith. And of course, I prayed about it and I told God, I just feel this way. But let me just, go into my day now. So I get to work today, and guys, this is just one of those days that I actually feel like just, quitting my job and just letting it all go. But I'm reminded of the bills I have to pay, the bills I have to pay. Oh, I got a reminder from my Invisalign. Yeah. The bills I have to pay. I'm reminded of the kids I have to take care of. I'm reminded of the, things I have to do. So it's a tug of war between the pain of financial insecurity versus the pain of soul draining in a company where you don't want to be. And guys, don't get me wrong, it's a great job. I have a great manager. I work with a great team, but it's just like every day I go into that space, I feel like I'm exchanging a piece of my soul for some money. That's just the way I feel. I feel like, I feel like I'm paying back whatever I'm getting in benefits with my soul, my happiness, my joy. All right. So back to what happened today. It's a pretty cold evening here in Seattle. Back to what happened today. So I walked into the office. I started to get on my work, do my thing like I always love to do. As an introvert, I like to have focused work. I don't like to come into the office and jump into the chit chat. That thing drains me a lot. So I'll just prefer to get into work, say hi to who I can say hi to, plug my ears, and just get into deep work, because I just have a few hours to, do the work I gotta do. And so I was having my deep work, just getting things done. And then I get a message from my manager saying, hey, I'm gonna send you a mail regarding, one or two things I'd like you to, think about in terms of how you perform and everything, which is normal. I mean, feedback is normal. And so I get this email from my manager, quite a lengthy mail, just describing how I can, position myself to be better. Just a second. I had an incoming call, had to decline it. Yeah. So I had this mail where he was telling me places to improve on, basically trying to show me areas of opportunity for me to improve on so I can get to the next level in the company. Now, he means well, and I know he means well, and he's really trying his best to position me for the next level. But I had to ask myself a blunt question. Do I even really want to go to the next level with this company? And if I'm to be perfectly honest, I don't know if I want to, because that means I'm going to pay a higher price. I'm going to pay price in terms of the time I'm working, the fake laughs I have to give, the shallow socializing that is required on the job, the countless syncs, meetings, updates that I don't want to be a part of, but I just have to do because I'm a middle level manager in a company. And so it got me thinking, do I really want to even be at that next level in this company? And my answer is, I don't think so. I don't think so. I'd gladly work for a percentage of what I earn if I can just be left alone to just do my work and go home. All right? So the downside to people like us is, if I talk to anyone telling them, hey, I have this job, I'm making this much money, and I'm thinking of quitting my job, they'll be like, Nick, are you insane? And I don't blame them, because they don't understand. They don't understand that sometimes when the paychecks come in, the glow of the paycheck lasts just a few minutes, and after a few minutes you're back to the whole scale of unhappiness if you're still in a place that you're not supposed to be, at least for a long time. So I don't know what to do next. Obviously, I'm just going to pray about it, because that's like the only solution I have. All my problems in life, the only way I solve them is by praying to God and trusting Him for direction on what to do next. I have no godfather. I have no mentor. I have no counselor. I just pray to God, and God directs me to the right people, directs me to doing the right thing, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. But if I were to come to the earth again, I probably would never work a corporate job again, because at the end of the day, I don't think it's for people like me. I don't think so. I've tried to fit in. That's a cute baby. I just saw a mom and her kid just, walking past. Children are beautiful. Yeah. So I don't think it's meant for me. I don't think so. Because I think like a CEO. I think like an MD. I think like an owner. I think holistically. So putting me in a box to say, Nick, just do a section of this work, and the kind of output I'm delivering, I feel like it's not impacting the world in any way. I feel like I'm just a drop in an ocean, and what I'm doing is not making sense to humanity. I feel like if I'm off the job tomorrow, nothing is going to change. So I feel like I don't really matter. I feel like I'm just a number in a spreadsheet. I'm just an entry in an Excel file. I feel like that's how I feel. But the kind of thing I really love to do is, and like, I know the next thing to think about is, hey, hey Nick, if you want to do this, why not start a business? Run your own business. That's not the point. The point is, I want to be someone that would impact people positively. If I start a business and all my business is doing is the same thing here, which is make money, pay bills, make money, pay bills, and that's it, I'll feel like it's the same boat. So yeah, just some raw, unedited feelings, emotions, and just discussions for the day. If you're in a corporate job you don't like, there's many of us, and if you don't have a corporate job, you're trying to get into one, I pray you get one soon, and I pray that your needs are met, and you can have the benefits that you so love to enjoy. I mean, as always, I'm super grateful to God for life. I'm alive. Grateful to God for my family. We're doing great. Grateful to God for my health. I'm super fit. I'm super healthy. My blood is clean. My vitals are excellent. Super grateful for all of that. And I guess someday I'll look back on this video and like, oh, this was when I used to work with XYZ company. Now I'm free, just doing what I want to do. That's my prayer. All right, guys, I'll talk to you some other time. See ya. Bye.